This is really one of the coolest licks I've ever learned. I mean, come on. Pretty awesome. Hello from Rhode Island, where I'm pretending it's a little bit colder than it actually is. It's about 67 out, but I'm insisting on wearing my flannels and my hat because it just feels like I should be experiencing some fall weather, and we almost are. Some of you are watching from down in Texas and places like that. It's still pretty scorching hot, and a bunch of you are farther up north than me and already experiencing some pretty cold weather. So I'll be pretty stoked when it gets to about 60 all the time. It'll be pretty nice. Anyway, let me know where you are and what your weather is right now. What's it like? Are you still experiencing summer, or is it fall? Or do you even get a fall where you live? All right, without further ado, I'm going to show you one of the coolest licks I ever learned. I got this from an Aubrey Haynie solo, I think it was, but I've heard other people use it as well. And it's a tag that you put at the end of a solo. So I'll show you where it would go first, and then I'll show you how to play it. So I'm just going to play a little bit of In the Gravel Yard, key of G. This little tag to put at the end of solos is great for bluesy sounding songs. So here's what it would sound like at the end of In the Gravel Yard. Pretty cool, right? So the formula for it is that you play a song in G. Usually it needs to be a bluesy one because there is a F natural note in this lick. But it could be on a song that's not bluesy that you don't mind turning a little bluesy there at the end. So you choose a solo that ends on that. You could be playing the melody or a fancy hot break of some kind. Doesn't matter. But you want to make sure you're ending on the G note in the key of G. Preferably on an up bow. If your break ends on a down bow, you can just turn around and grab an up bow real quick, or just adjust your bowing to make it end on an up bow. Alright, so let's get into how to play this lick. And we're going to start with a really long down bow slur. It's going to be 5 notes down bow, sounding like this. So those notes are D, E, F on your D string. That's open 1, low 2. And on your A string, it's going to be C, B, or low 2, 1. All of that in one down bow. So that means that your bow needs to be close enough to the frog to get a long bow. That's why we wanted to end on an up bow on your break. So you've got lots of bow to work with. Like that. Long slur. Now this can be done without the slurs, and if you want to work it up that way first, that's fine. You could even play the lick, and that's totally fine. You can play it with no slurs, but it's pretty awesome with slurs. I don't know that this is how Aubrey did it with the slurs. I've played it for years, and it may have turned a little bit into my own thing with the bowing. So that's your first bow stroke. Get that down first. If you need to, pause the video here and get that down. And then you're ready to learn the rest of it. So your next bow stroke is going to be an up bow, and it's going to be 3 notes on the D string. 3 notes up bow on the D string. That's G, F, E, or 3, low 2, 1. Like that. So we've ended the break on an up bow to give you lots of bow for the down bow here. That long down bow has brought you to the tip of the bow, and now you've got a lot of bow for this long up bow. And now we would like to be somewhere in the middle of the stick where you're a little more versatile. You can move quickly. Try not to end up at the frog here. Because what we're going to do next is going to be a short down and a short up bow. There's no control here at the frog. So try to be at the middle of the stick, or if you're in this direction toward the tip a little more, that's fine too. We're going to play open D down bow. Now up bow, play a C note on your G string. That's 3 on the G. And now we're going to play 3 notes down bow. Like that. It's going to be on the G string, B flat to B, and then a G note on your D string, all slurred in the same down bow. So that's low 2 on the G to regular 2, and then 3 on the D, all down bow. And on that last note, really lean into it, add a little bit of extra pressure, and pull a long, fast bow. And that's the lick. That's all there is to it. I I say that's all there is to it as if it's the easiest thing ever. If you're struggling with it, it's just not easy yet. It will be later. Take it bit by bit if you need to. Practice it without slurs. And it could even be played that way and sound awesome. It's just a different inflection there. Or inflection, depending on how it's coming out sounding. So that's the lick. Just to give you the formula one more time, you play your break on a bluesy song in G. It ends on G, so choose one that ends on G as your best bet, but this can fit with other things as well. It ends on G, you'd like to be on an up bow. And if it's not, then change the bowing until it is. And you get that last note. When you reach the beat 4, so you could be going 1 and 2 and 3, and when you reach beat 4, that's when you start this lick. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's the formula. So I took this from In the Gravel Yard, I'll start from a little closer to the end of it. And bonus points if you can pick up this. Let me know down in the comments if you figured that out. And if you didn't and you want that to be in a video or want to learn this whole break, let me know. I'll make a video about it. All right, so that's how it fits. All right, I didn't have to play it that last time, but it's really fun. I'm probably going to just keep playing that after I turn off the recorder. If you like this kind of stuff and you want to see more, click the like button and subscribe to let this app know that you want to see more stuff like this. Hit that notification bell to be notified when new stuff comes out. And going into the fall, you've had your summer fun going out to camps and all that kind of stuff, and you now know what your weaknesses are. So come see me for a lesson, playnately.com, website's down here. Sign up for a lesson and we will fix those weaknesses and get you ready for the next festival season. All right, bye everybody. See you in the next video.